Hi everyone, Rich Schefren here, and I am back from my month-long hiatus and ready to step back into doing daily videos for you. And today what I want to talk to you about is really something that I've been working on during my month-long hiatus, and something that is so integral to you as an entrepreneur to really get to the next level, to build your business to bigger and bigger profits. And really you could take a couple of ways of looking at this. The first way of looking at it would be to say that you want to turn your expenses into assets. Another way of looking at it would be to leverage what you have to get what you want. Now, here's what I'm talking about. You see, over the last month, a couple of things have happened, and I want to share them with you. The first thing is that we purchased a building, and this is a great example of turning an expense into an asset. So right now we pay about $6,000 a month rent for our offices. And I just purchased a building. It's for about $700,000, $800,000, and we'll be moving into that building. And now the rent will be actually building an asset as opposed to being an expense, since I own it. That's one example. Now, another question that I got over the course of the last month was, Rich, how can you take a month off? What allows the company to really grow while you're absent? And that's another great question. And really, for this is another example of turning an expense into an asset. So now, most entrepreneurs think of their team, their staff, their employees as an expense. You see, I don't like to look at it that way. I like to look at it as an asset. And so that's why we have profit sharing in our company. And so in my absence, since we were close to certain numbers for profit sharing, everybody rallied together and grew the business, and we had some very profitable weeks and very profitable months in my absence, because everybody is looking at the business as if they were a partner, as if they were an owner, because they share in the profits. And then lastly, the last thing I want to share with you is this, that in my personal reflection over the last month, what I noticed is that I tend to move away from pain as much more so than I do move towards pleasure. So for me, what I had to realize is that if I want to take my business to the next level, I needed to get really familiar with the pain of not being able to do that in order to motivate me to go forward. You can come by. And so that's it. So I'm back. I hope you have a great weekend. We had a great webinar last night with Mr. FBX. If you're a fan of my Facebook page, you can actually go take a look at all the wonderful things that people said about it. We'll be posting a link for the replay. Mr. FBX, just a quick little heads up about what that's all about, is I have, every week I do my coaching calls for my clients. And those calls range anywhere from 2 hours to 6 hours. And it was during a call recently where a client of mine said that he had gotten 50,000, I think, 40 to 50,000 new fans in a 48-hour period for a new product that he had. And I couldn't believe the numbers. I said, wait a second, you got 40 to 50,000 new fans in 48 hours? And he said, yeah, I just followed this method by this Mr. FBX. And so as soon as I got off the coaching call, I told my team, track down this Mr. FBX. I want to know who he is. I want to know what he's doing. And so last night we had a webinar basically detailing what he does. And if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see how many people really enjoyed it. And if you're marketing on Facebook, which you should be if you're an entrepreneur, you definitely want to check that out. So have a profitable weekend to higher profits and beyond. Schefren over and out.